Hey, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vase. Forgot to pop out the live chat as usual. We are on a rooftop over in Prague, and videos coming in, well, a little bit late Prague time, coming in right on time in the US. And cheers
Cheers.
to our good friend Adam for
Adam.
putting on a really good party last night. We were there a little late, like 4 a.m.-ish, and that was a lot of fun. I should have probably used Instagram for
Yeah,
that.
it was
Hey
great.
guys, follow me on Instagram, Tone Vase, no spaces on Instagram. I'm gonna tweet out some of the videos from last night. Awesome DJ.
DJ Nora
Uh,
and Pure, she was amazing. She was
yeah,
great.
no, she was. I gotta tag her actually, and
Yeah.
I haven't been using Instagram enough, so it's great. And we are here on a rooftop. You want to say anything else?
Well, yeah, I love the DJ. Adam told us that she was playing in Miami the night before, and she like flew into Prague for this party. She's South African. You should
Yeah.
Google her, Nora and Pure. She
Yeah,
was great. Yeah.
I should probably pull it up. Oh, and in case people are wondering, we're gonna go straight to screen share early. Daisy, you're gonna pull up your website.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, you're on it, right?
Of course.
No,
DaisyColeman.com.
Coleman, Coleman.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I
K
forgot
O
something.
M
I
E N.
forgot
K-O-M.
Cole. What am I missing?
No, no, there's no L.
Oh, Coleman. That's right.
K-O, nope.
God damn it. Here, spell.
Co, co, man.
Coleman.
No. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Check
Hey.
me out right there. All right, so this is Daisy. Daisy is pretty much the Tone Vase event official photographer. So Daisy is the one that did all the pictures on Unconfiscatable, Understanding Bitcoin. Daisy is coming to Bali as well, and she'll be doing amazing pictures over from Bali. So if you guys looking for very professional, high-end photography work, that
Who likes to
is,
get paid in Bitcoin?
yes, who'll gladly take your Bitcoin for payment. All right, so you go ahead and check that out.
Still have to install it on my website actually, Bitcoin payment, but no, it's out
Mm,
there now. So
yeah. All right. Very cool.
thanks for
All
doing
right.
that.
So hey, let me just show you guys the scenery around, and then we're gonna do a somewhat shortened version of
Because
Bitcoin
it's
because
freezing.
it's freezing, and B, the conference started like 3 hours ago, and Peter Todd is speaking in 15 minutes, and we're still like a 15-minute Uber away.
Yeah.
So either way, we're gonna miss half his presentation. Um,
People thinking you're still in Georgia.
yeah. No,
No,
I am
we're in
now in
Prague.
Prague. Yeah. So so it's hard to see Charles Bridge, but it's over there, kind of further out. How's my
Bit- that's the sky. You have to point a bit
uh
higher.
let me bring this up. Boom. So
Yeah.
this is a really awesome rooftop. So if I swing this around, notice how there are no rooftops in Prague. Prague has very specific roofs for all their houses. So we got really, really lucky with this Airbnb that we actually have a rooftop here. I'm saying we, like Daisy's staying here. Daisy, you have a different Airbnb
Yes,
in
I
the
do have
center
a
of town.
yes.
But yeah, so I'm a little bit out of town. Last time I stayed in Prague, I was in town, but yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I'm in the tourist area. Fight the umbrellas yesterday.
Yeah, so no, Prague is great. This is, I think, my 4th time here in Prague, and
Really?
it's
Oh,
awesome,
like birds.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Enough scenery. It is a little rainy and gloomy.
And I guess people want you to talk about
Yeah,
price.
and I think people care about the price. What is the price? What has it done? Let's find out. Oh, here it is. Boom. Okay, so I need to get a list of like all my Airbnbs and my favorite cities that I stay in on my website
This is a good
somewhere.
one.
Yeah, it's not like I don't have enough shit on my website. I'm not even going to talk about the website. Unconfiscatable registration is coming next week, I promise. And yeah, it's definitely cold. And Bali has maybe like 2 rooms left. So figure it out, guys. Okay, price. The last time I talked about price, yesterday, I believe, I talked about how if we break this line, actually we broke the line as I was doing the podcast the other day, and that's when a short trade got activated. I really, really hope people that love to comment that they do the opposite of what I say. I really hope they want 100x long. I really, really do. And I hope they're still in that trade. And I hope they hold 100x long until they lose all their money. I really, really do. Because that really pisses me off. If your trading strategy is through the opposite of what someone else says, you have no trading strategy. And it's only a matter of time before you lose all your money. But right now, this looks absolutely horrendous. If someone's asking, yes, I am wearing a Blockstream hoodie. I am a supporter of Blockstream. You can start all kinds of FUD that you like that I'm being paid by Blockstream, which is hilarious. Adam Back is a pretty good friend of mine, and we have a conference together.
Yeah.
So yes, I am happy to support Blockstream until they prove to me that they don't deserve my support.
Yes,
and
I'm
that
Dutch.
has not
I'm
happened.
Dutch. Yes, I'm Dutch.
And yes,
yeah.
and Daisy is
yeah.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people wanted you to talk about the 5th of October.
The 5th of October. Yes. Was that yesterday?
Yes.
So I haven't really seen any major news on the 5th of October. Now, there's a couple of things here, right? The 5th of October was always going to be a minor date, not a major critical date. It was going to be a minor date. Something may happen, something doesn't have to happen. It's also possible that it's still too early to tell. Like October 5th could still be a critical date in hindsight. You may not realize that it's important at the time, but it could be a critical date in hindsight. For example, October 5th was yesterday, and yesterday I said that Bitcoin is on a short trade. So if this short trade turns out to be, you know, I want to say catastrophic, but for a short trade, it would have to turn out to be great. So if the Bitcoin, let's say, drops hard as of today, and Bitcoin drops to like 5,000 or something, I'm going to consider October 5th as a critical day, as the day of the follow-through breakdown. Like, it was a date of interest to me, and I was paying attention to this day. I never said what was going to happen because I don't know what's going to happen. So at the moment, October 5th is somewhat non-eventful, but let's reflect on October 5th, maybe in a week from now or at the end of the month, and see, was October 5th relevant or not? And it doesn't have to be relevant. Remember, it was always going to be a minor date, not a major date. My next date in approximately 2 years will be more important than the October 5th date, okay? So this is like the least important date of this current 8-year time cycle. So the daily chart is on a red 3 going below a red 2 with a 5 on a countdown phase from this 9. This means that Bitcoin could drop to the low $7,000 range before the end of this upcoming week. And that's what I am keeping a serious eye on. Now, the weekly chart looks very, very bad. This is the lowest closing low since we had this pullback on a 9 back in June, and the prior candles closed high. So if you don't include this one closing candle on June 3rd, the last time the price was closing this low on a weekly candle was all the way back on May 6th. So this is troublesome. We are now below very critical moving averages. The depth cross is coming in 3 weeks unless Bitcoin rallies significantly. The daily chart looks bad. The weekly chart looks bad. The 12-hour chart is due for a bit of a bounce. So the 12-hour chart in 9 hours will be on a 9, and the sequential 13 just shown up that completes, well, it completes this 9 up here. There is another sequential 13 from this 9 down here. So this may or may not be critical at all. I don't find this sequential 13 to be all that useful because there is another one in the making that's halfway done, and the 9's coming tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on that. The 4-hour chart just broke its critical line that I had drawn prior, and it's on a red 4 of 9. So this looks bad. Now the 4-hour chart still has this middle line to really pay attention to, but if that breaks, then the 4-hour chart is in trouble. I'm going to zoom out this 4-hour chart, and I do think that this 4-hour chart has a high probability, and by high probability, I mean greater than a 50% probability that we will fall and test the bottom of this channel one more time. The faster we fall, the higher we can test this channel. So if we fall immediately, the bottom of this channel is at just under 6,000. If we take 3 more weeks to get to the bottom of that channel, now we're talking below 5,000 instead of just below 6,000. Now I still have my outstanding bet with Crypto Man Ran that Bitcoin will fall to 4,500 before the halving. As much as I would be really, really scared if I win that bet, it would be good to tell him I told you so. Is it worth it losing most of your life savings to win $100 stake? It depends how big your pride is, right? It depends if pride is more important than money. But yes, I do have an outstanding bet that Bitcoin will fall below 4,500. If you ask me, what do I think about me winning that bet of Bitcoin falling below 4,500? I say it's 50-50. It's not really helping you when you say 50-50, but it should help you because I am 50-50 on the fact that Bitcoin will fall to 4,500. So that means anywhere below 4,500, I am less than 50%. And the fact that we're going to find a bottom for an ultimate buy the dip. And yes, I am wearing the buy the dip shirt. The ultimate buy the dip, I believe, is going to come on this fall. I think this is the last time Bitcoin falls before potential all-time highs. Now, how bad is this fall going to be? I don't know. Nobody knows. It could be worse than you think. It could be better than what I think. Either way, I'm going to try to do my best unbiased opinion of where the buy the dip spot is. And right now, I don't see it. That means that for the moment, I am still looking for lower prices. Now, those that have watched this channel for a while know the following. I entered long on Bitcoin back here in the $4,000 range. I got stuck. I took some profit early, but I got stuck in a losing position all throughout Q1 of 2019. I then felt that Bitcoin needed a significant pullback of 40% or 30% or more. And that's why I sold that position profitably in the $5,400 range and I shorted. Now that short ended up being profitable, but only on a stop loss rise because I lowered my stop loss to make sure I don't lose money on that trade. That was the last trade that I did, and I've been too busy ever since. Now, when Bitcoin started going up, I didn't trust the run up. So I went into my HODL stash and I sold some at $7,000. I also sold some in a $9,500 to $10,000 zone. So obviously the ones that I sold in the $9,500 to $10,000 zone, I can now buy them back significantly cheaper, 20% cheaper. But I am still waiting to buy back my $7,000 sale cheaper as well. So that means I am looking for Bitcoin to fall down below 7,000, and my time horizon is different than yours. Okay, if you're 80 years old, you probably feel crunch time to get more out of it, right? My time horizon for Bitcoin is pretty damn long. Like, I don't mind waiting a year and buying back that Bitcoin that I sold at 7,000. Now, I will never tell you how much Bitcoin I sold at 7,000. It could be 0.1 Bitcoin. It could be a little more than 0.1 Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I may never get to buy that back below 7,000. And if I don't, then I don't. Then I'm okay, right? I do have fiat expenses. But that's the idea. I sell at 7 because I didn't trust it. I sold around this 9. Oh, no, I sold a little below that 9. So I guess I sold earlier than I probably should have. I sold like here on this 6 candle, right? I should have waited for the 9. That would have been a smart move. And then I was looking to sell on this 9 here at 95. That was the other one. Okay. And I can buy some of it back much cheaper. And remember, I went bearish at 15,000 back in 2018, and I still have not become an official bull, like a big time bull. Like I was a skeptical bull in some of these areas, but not a real bull. So I still intend to buy back my $7,000 sale below 7,000, and I still think we're going lower than that. That can change tomorrow, but that's what it is for now. I'm not going to talk about traditional markets. There's nothing really to say. The shit coins are holding up well, and I don't know what that means. Please watch my episode with Socrates, which was really, really good, about all kinds of speculation. Litecoin is consolidating. B-Trash is consolidating. I think they're going to drop hard. We will see. All right. That's it for me, guys. That's about it. It's cold. I want to get to the conference. Getting to a conference at 5:15 p.m. is a little bit on the late side, but I do want to watch Peter Todd speak the second half of his presentation, and some more of my friends are speaking as well. Once again, thank you, Daisy, for coming to hang out. You have a flight tonight, so you already checked out of your Airbnb, so you've been hanging out here. Man, we've been working on the agenda for Bali. Oh, it's looking great.
It's gonna be awesome.
The ideas are great. We're like trying to put in, okay, we need to have a poker game set up in the evening. We need like an hour for a cooking class. We need like an hour for a dance class. So it's going to be great because a lot of people are bringing their significant others to the event. And we're going to do like a workout and nutrition with Tom Vase like early in the morning. And during the day, it's going to be, you know, all work, trading education, meeting hedge funds, presenting your strategies. It's going to be awesome. Well, like I'm already thinking about the next one that's going to happen probably in 6 months because this thing is just so good. It's going to be amazing. So check that out. That's Bali. Part 2 is always better. And speaking of part 2, Unconfiscatable coming on sale next week. I'm already talking to Giacomo to do a workshop. I texted Jimmy to do a workshop. We're going to try and fill Thursday and Friday with workshops. So we have 5 workshops a day. You'll have to choose between them. There'll be probably Socrates is going to do a workshop. I'm going to try to have him teach like a little bit of Selgin, a little bit of everything. Hyperwave Selgin, like Consensio, like the Tyler's workshop. And coming up with other stuff, trying to get some more speakers. Man, it's a really fun time to be in Bitcoin right now, even though the price is falling. You got to enjoy the good times. Bitcoin is going to come back. I'm not worried. We'll have $100,000 Bitcoin. It'll just take a little longer and you'll appreciate it more if you have to get through the struggle to get there. All right, guys, that's it for me. One more look at Prague. This is us on a rooftop in Prague. You can see the river right there. I don't even know what this river is called. The river. Charles Bridge is over in that direction. The classic astronomical clock is over in that direction. It's like my fourth.
I was there yesterday. That's where I'm staying.
The clock, yeah, the clock's amazing. So you can see this is an amazing rooftop here. Almost none of them exist here in Prague. I got to put all my Airbnbs in all my favorite cities somewhere on my website so people could, you know, check that out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. If you're coming to Prague, you may want to do it sometime between late May and late September. It does get cold here. Bye, guys.